we've talked a little bit about, environmental lawyers as like a vague term. Are there more specific subgroups of environmental attorneys for students to be thinking about
I would
in
say
terms of jobs?
most environmental lawyers sort of cover the span of environmental law, but there are some who specialize. There are some who specialize just in the Clean Air Act or the Clean Water Act or the Superfund law. So that certainly happens. Seldom do people enter the field as environmental lawyers saying, "I'm going to be a Clean Air Act lawyer," but it sometimes emerges with that. And one common pathway for people to emerge as super specialists is they go to work for a government agency and they work on the Clean Air Act, let's say, for several years, develop real expertise in that area. And they may stay in that area or they may go into private practice or a corporation and specialize in that particular subfield.
Do you think that having a science degree is something that is beneficial for environmental attorneys? Do you think it's something that most of them have or that you should have?
It's helpful but not essential. I don't have that, but I think what is essential is that you have to like science, even if you don't have the quantitative skills that you would need to actually be a scientist. You have to enjoy science because most of the cases do have a serious technical element to it. I would say a minority of environmental lawyers do have a serious technical background. Those who do find it useful. It's useful. So it's not essential, but it's useful.
Right. So you're saying it's less, you have to really understand it, but be interested in learning it,
That's
kind
right.
of on the go.
Because there's so many different scientific disciplines. Nobody's going to be both a chemical engineer and a biologist and a hydrologist and so forth. So nobody's going to know it all. But as an environmental lawyer, you pick up a lot of this because these different things come up.
What would you say that are some general misconceptions that law students have about the field of environmental law when they start out, and you want to clear those misconceptions up?
I think a lot of people just don't have a sense that there is such a thing as environmental law, and that there are a lot of people who practice it full time throughout their careers. There's a lot of work to be done. At one time, some years ago, I was the chairman of the section of Environment and Energy Resources of the American Bar Association. And we had about 10,000 members. And they were in private practice, in government, and in other organizations. And not every environmental lawyer was a member. So there are a lot of environmental lawyers out there. There's a lot of work to be done, and a lot of people have had very happy careers for a long time doing that kind of work.